Hi, it's Mark from Mark of the Cyberbeast, and today I'm going to review one of EVBase's newest products. In fact, this week we have a bunch of products from EVBase that we're going to be reviewing, installing, and showing you why I chose them. Now, as many of you know, I'm a 35+ year pickup truck owner. That's all I've ever owned my entire adult life is Toyota pickup trucks, okay? And one thing you know about trucks is that they get beat on pretty well. Also, that some of the things that they make the trucks with initially look good, but start wearing away after a while. So this is the reason why I'm going to show you these products, because I looked at them and thought, wow, this looks like it's going to solve the problem. I'm going to show you what that problem is. Now, first of all, I want to let you know that there's a lot of pollen here in Myrtle Beach this time of year, and the truck is coated. In fact, I was away in Florida for about 10 days, and I came back and my truck is just coated with pollen. In fact, that's why I'm coughing. It's all over the air. I'm sneezing. It's crazy. Now, I don't want to just go ahead and wash my truck, because in 2 days I'm going to have to wash it again anyway. So I'm going to wait for some of the pollen to settle down. But what I do want to do to help make my truck look good is kind of refreshing some of the plastics that are on the truck. Now, we're going to be installing several of different ways you can refresh your plastics. I know we talked about the linseed oil, right? But that just is going to go ahead and address the issue that's right there right now. But if you want more of a longer term solution, EVBase has a couple of products. Today we're going to be doing the cover for the bed. So what we're going to do is we're first going to clean off this whole side piece right here going up. We're going to clean up the piece across the top, this piece along here, and this piece also along here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this a very thick material over it, and it's got kind of a raised gritty surface, which we'll show you. Gives it a nice look. It should make it look a lot cleaner, a lot newer. Now, it's going to be cut out around the controls and around your rack mount features here where you open up. But I am going to have an issue with the camera up at the top. I don't necessarily want to replace that 3M tape that's on it. So I might either cut around it or just wait and install that at another time. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up the tonneau cover, because I'm going to have to get in here and access the area. Now, what I'm also going to have to do is clean up this area first. And what I'm going to use for that, as we've told you in other episodes what I like using, we've got the links for this and the EVBase product below, is the greased lightning. So I'm going to clean this off, and then we're going to start probably clockwise and go around, and we'll go ahead and show you how easy and quickly this applies and what it looks like in the end. So here we go. As you can see, I'm not afraid to pull it up and stick it back down because it's not on there firmly yet. And I'm using the plastic piece to really straighten out and get out any air bubbles as possible, but I'm raising it and removing the air bubbles and then settling it back down, using the plastic piece to push it down and adhere it to it, get it into place, and make sure everything is as smooth as possible. And the finishing touches are the covers that are cut out for those plastic access areas. The left-hand side, or driver's side, is done. Now I've moved on to the right-hand side, the passenger side. Again, first cleaning it off with Grease Lightning, and then going ahead and affixing the vinyl protection over the passenger side here. The first 2 feet take forever, and once you get past that third of the way mark or so, the rest is a breeze. Just so you know, this was sped up at an 8x time, 8x. So this did take some more time than I thought it was going to take, but again, it's the first, 1.5 feet, 2 feet, takes forever. The rest of it goes so much quicker. It's that bottom part that's just absolutely painful, and that's where you have to start from. Once you get that dialed in, the rest goes great. Okay, so I did both sides. I'm going to do the top part of the tailgate next, but as you can see, it's got like a carbon fiber look right here. I'll come down close if I can, and that popped up a little bit. You probably want to do this in a garage if you can. Avoid any wind. So a couple things to make note of if you do this yourself. You want to go ahead and make sure it's not a windy day, preferably inside a garage. You want to make sure you're just doing a small section at a time and use your squeegee. I will say this, the bottom portion took the most time. As you may have seen, it took me a while to get this lined up with both these squares, but once I did, as you go up, it's thinner, so it does make it easier to install, especially the last 2 feet go real smooth. The first 2 feet definitely take a long time. Take your time with it though, it'll look good. Like I said, I'm gonna probably do the top after I figure out what I'm gonna do with that camera, but next I'm gonna do the bottom tailgate here, and that'll be it. And then we've got a couple other pieces that EVBase sent. They sent it for the fender flares and also for the rear tailgate as well. So it'll be interesting to see how those go on. So that's pretty much where we're gonna be right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and record the final tailgate portion and go from there. Apologize for the angle here, probably wasn't the best angle, but what I would suggest doing, this is what I found to be the easiest, is start with the tailgate up and do the rearmost side, that little, I don't know, 1/2 inch or so lip, and then at that point work from the middle outward, okay, and get the top portion, start pushing all the air bubbles out that way, but start from the middle. You're starting from each side, getting the lip started, and once that lip is on, work from the middle outwards to the side, so medial to lateral. And once that's on there, you're going to have to bring the gate back down and get the other half, the inner half of that bed, and put that lip down right there. Okay, and that's a wrap. So I went ahead, did both sides. I actually did do the top portion here. In fact, I cut around the camera and wasn't that hard to do. I cut it as I was putting it on. I did both sides and I did the tailgate. And the tailgate, I started from the lip, from the outside here, and then went forward. That seemed to be the easiest way to get it on smoothly and evenly. So now I've got a carbon fiber look across here, add some protection, and we'll kind of see how it goes. Maybe it'll last and it'll be worthwhile to do. So right now it's hard to tell because there's just pollen everywhere on this truck. In fact, since I started this video, I think I just noticed more pollen get deposited. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. Remember, as always, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to see you again tomorrow.